Welcome back, everyone. In this video tutorial we're going to develop the game class for our rock, paper, scissors game. I've started with the basic shell, and the first thing that we'll need to do is to play a game. So we'll say, and then we want to create an instance of the game, so we'll say RPS game, my game is equal to new RPS game. And then we want to call a method that we'll create in a minute called play game. So we'll say my game dot play game. Okay, so we are going to go outside of the main method to write our other methods. I just noticed I needed to put in an extra curly brace here. Alright, so we need to say public void play game. And in this game we'll need to get the player's move. Then we'll need to get the computer's move. And then we'll need to compare the player's move with the computer's move. And finally, we will print out the results of who won. So let's start by getting the player's move. We'll say player1 is equal to new player. And then we'll create a variable, player move, and set it equal to player1 dot get player move. And so we'll need to go up here and create that variable. So we'll say string player move is equal to an empty string. Secondly, we'll need to get the computer's move. So we'll say computer player player2 is equal to new computer player. And then we'll make a variable called computer move, set it equal to player2 dot get computer move. Let's go ahead and go into our computer player class and check that method name. And it says get computer move, so we named it correctly. I also might want to add a sentence that it's the computer's move. So I'll say system.out.println. Now it's the computer's move. And then we might say please wait. Getting the computer's move dot dot dot. Then we'll go ahead and get the computer's move, and we'll print out what the computer's move is, so we know what the random choice was. Now we'll need to compare the two moves, so we'll say winner is equal to determine round winner, and we'll pass in the computer move and the player move. And then last we'll print out We'll print out who the winner is. Alright, so we still have to write this method, determine round winner. I just want to go up to the top and make sure I have the 3 variables that I'm going to need. I only created 1, so I'm still going to need to create a string for computer move. And I'm going to need a string for winner. And we'll set all of them equal to an empty string. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that curly brace to see that that's the beginning and end of play game. And now I want to create the determine round winner method. So I'm going to say public string determine round winner. And I'll pass in the computer move and the player move. So we're going to use a series of conditional statements to compare the moves. So we'll say if computer move dot equals rock and the player move dot equals rock, then we can return that there is a tie. And we'll do this for the other conditions. So we'll copy this if statement and make it an else if. And then we'll change this to paper. And this players move to paper. So there will also be a tie. And we'll do it for scissors also. And then we need to handle all the conditions where the computer moves. Okay, computer wins, I should say. So we'll say if the computer's move is scissors and the player's move is paper, then the computer wins. And then we'll go ahead and copy this condition. We'll say if the computer's move is paper, and the player's move is rock, then the computer still wins. And we've got one more condition where the computer wins. So we'll say if the computer's move is rock and the player's move is scissors, then the computer still wins. And in every other case, it's the human player that wins. So we will return. We'll say else. And then we'll return the human player wins. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this. And we'll run it and see if we have any mistakes. This should be the main, so it shouldn't be an issue. We're compiling. Oh, we found a mistake. We need a semicolon. Jumped too fast. I need to add a bunch of semicolons at the ends of these lines. That's why it wasn't running correctly. It says cannot find computer player. We've got a capital O we need to get rid of. And we're missing a T. That happens when you type too fast. And another T. Missing an L. And another L. You see, now that I copied and pasted all these, the error is perpetuated through all of these. So I'm going to have to... That's the hazard about copying and pasting when you're programming, so that you can perpetuate an error. There we go. So now I can run, and I'm going to enter rock, and it says computers move with scissors, and the human player won because rock beats scissors. So lastly, let's say we want to play more than one round. So up here where we're generating our game, we want to ask the user if they're going to play another round. So we will say we need to scan in their response. So we'll say scanner reader is equal to new scanner. And then we want to print out a string that says something like let's play rock, paper, scissors. And then we'll use a while loop, which has a condition that needs to be met each time. And then if the condition is true, it will execute these lines of code. So our condition is that the user wants to play again. So we will create a variable called play again. So we'll say string play again, and we'll set it equal to yes as the default. And then we can say while play again dot equals yes, or play again dot equals, we'll do Y in case someone's lazy and I forgot the L. So while both this one or this one is true, then we'll play another game. So we'll indent these, show that they're inside the while loop. And then when we get to the end of the while loop, we need to print out a message to the user. Would you like to play again? And then we'll scan in the response. So play again is equal to reader dot next line. Okay, so let's compile. Oh, I'm using the wrong OR. It's double pipes. And that should be system.out print ln set of string. And we're missing a period there. And now we'll quickly run it once. I want to play rock, and I'll say yes, and I'll put paper, and then I'll say no, and it ends. And we are done for this video tutorial. See you next time.